let's get this party started! Yes, I know it took a little bit longer than I anticipated, and I do apologize, folks, but I definitely need to get my hair done better. Or on time. Anyways, time for ESO, I suppose. And we got Summer set coming up, so that's gonna be a slog in 2/3, I can tell you that much. You don't believe me. It's a whopping 8 quests, not counting the Sigil quests. There we go. Whew. But you didn't come to hear me whine and complain about quests. You came to hear me you're basically to come and watch me complain while doing quests. There's a difference. Whew. There we go. There we are. I definitely need one of those things that I could stick on my neck like they had in the 84 version of Doom, where I could just... Only instead of sipping water like out of a camelback, it'd be like sipping weed out of a vape pen. There we go, much better. Let's get going here for more shit. Now that we've done the prequel quest, I know that much. We did that last night. You can do it 3 different ways. One's in the story collection, which I consider to be cheating. Ugh. Of course I did that. Of course I did that. And far away. There we go. Basically, the first way is to activate it through the stories collection and take the slow boat to Somerset. The second way is to head over to Shimmerine, specifically to Calabar, and encountered after leaving Eldburg Sanctuary near Shimmerine. basically travel to Somerset yourself or to do that. Skywatch. You have to realize Cold Harbor Compact is the name of this song. Let's see. The name is basically the gods in order: Schemer, Hunger, Hunter, All, Scryer, Pariah, Destroyer, Cain, Braver, and Twilight just the same. Basically, Molag Bal, Boethia, Hircine, or Schemer, Hunter, Hunger, Hunter, Hermaeus, Scryer, Pariah, Destroyer, Hermaeus Mora, Malakath, Narin's Dagon, Braver, and Twilight, Sheogorath, and Azura. Basically, I don't see Meridia's name in this at all. You have to realize for something, Meridia is not bound by the... If you take a look at the lyrics of the Cold Harbor Compact, is Meridia bound by the Cold Harbor Compact? Therein lies the issue.
Some of you may wonder what I've learned since meeting the elders of Princess Sylvanar, and you need not worry. My research has shown their prophecies to be nothing more than conjecture and finely spun lies.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that now.
Need passage between Auridon and Grotwood?
Auridon and Grotwood. Okay, that is actually helpful. That means I'm gonna have to go back to Volkgard. Something told me I should probably be getting more water hyacinth. Come on. You can't use that yet, sadly. You'll, however, have to use... And now let's go ahead and make our way back over to Vocal Garb. That was an interesting spend of time, but screw it.
Of pain, the captain of corruption, he tills the land of Tyrian, and sows the seeds of destruction. The plain man is not, the plain man is not. Will disappear. The plain mouth is not, the plain mouth is not. Our doom is strong.
The plain melt is nigh. I want a shirt just with those words. That is all I really need as far as ESO gear. The plain melt is nigh. Written in Fractor. That's it.
While his daedric minions sing praises of his name. A small the plain mouth is nigh. Is not. Our doom is not at hand.
There we go. And what's she starting here? We'll pop off here, and then... the Cold Harbor Compact. It was an 8-way agreement between the tribunal god Sotha Seal on behalf of humanity, behalf of the mortal races of the Orbis, and 8 powerful Daedric princes: Azura, Boethia, Hermaeus Mora, Hircine, Malakath, Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Bal, and Shiggorath. The Cold Compact was created in response to the destruction of Gilvardale, or Gilvardel, by Molag Bal. It was agreement made between the 3rd and 5th of Rain's Hand, First Era 2920, when he entered Cold Harbor from the Dreaming Cave of Artaeum. Very little is known about it other than this. The Daedric Prince is bound.
You there?
Dragons,
How would you like
in
to
your
do
own
something
homeland.
worthwhile?
What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverhold.
But yes, basically the rules are very simple. Essentially, the agreement is thus was made on behalf of all mortals in Nirn, made by Sotha Seal, and it was very simple. Basically, the princes that agreed to the compact are barred from directly manifesting on Nirn and must operate through proxies. These proxies are typically things like witches, Daedric summoners, archmages, that sort of stuff. Battle mages. Basically, it is without a direct contact being an agent, the mortals cannot interfere. Mortals cannot cross into Nirn. Mortals cannot cross from Nirn to an Oblivion plane, and the Daedric princes in turn cannot directly manifest from the cannot directly manifest themselves from their plane to Nirn. Basically, consequences for violating it at the pact would be most severe. Despite the threat, a few months later, Marin's Dagon violated the pact by destroying Mournhold. A few months later. Before being banished by Almalexia and Sotha Seal. For his breaking of the truce, Dagon himself was broken on the soil of Mournhold. After banishing him along with Almalexia, Sotha Seal also permanently closed the planar doors between Nirn and the Deadlands, blocking off all access for Dagon as further punishment for breaking the compact. Basically, this is the consequence. He had the ability essentially to essentially sever all connection between the Daedric planes and Nirn. No, it only bound the 8 that were already there. It did not bind Clavicus Vile, Mephala, or Nocturnal, the Daedric Triad, nor did it bind Meridia. So technically, Meridia could be the big fuck. This is basically why it's a little bit leery to trust Meridia here. Out of all the Daedric princes, she is the sole good Daedric prince that is not bound by the Cold Harbor Compact.
Traveler, a moment of your time.
Devon's Watch. It's the DLC. To Somerset. Suryata. Suryata.
Heading back to my homeland. Very good.
There we go. And we're only about a good 27 minutes in. Basically, Sotha Sil had at least the power to dish out consequences. But there is one little teeny little problem, in my opinion. Meridia is what I like to call the biggest wild card in ESO. Like, straight up. Okay, so they are here.
Are you purposefully doing a poor job? Because I can come to no other conclusion.
And blow me, you fucking high elf racist cuck. That's right, I know what I just said. I mean, you're so blatant about it, High Elves. I mean, even the Dunmer have at least had the common decency to use coded racism. Be better. Welcome to the Way Shrine at Eleanor, I suppose. Pop up.
The island sprung a leak. Run! First, the Queen issues a decree that changes the status of Somerset from an isolated paradise into
tourist attraction. Now monsters, sea creatures. I've never seen anything like them. Well, I say let the cat fight them. Better him than me.
Okay, Calabar, is it? Now, take a deep breath. And let's start back from about 3 steps from the beginning.
Suddenly the ground opened, spewing water and strange creatures. They attacked us. Luckily, one of the newcomers, a Khajiit, leaped in and drove them back. Called himself Razumdar. Could probably use some help if you're so inclined.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Raz.
My friend, Raz is happy to see you, but surprised you didn't help me with these creatures. Not that Raz needed any help. You must tell me what brought you to Somerset after you agreed to assist Raz with his usual cloak and dagger business.
Well, I'm assuming this has something to do with the 2 bodies here. But for those of us playing the home game, complications, Raz? That sounds ominous. ...
Ominous? No more than usual, my friend. But there's work for the Queen's Eye, and this one could use an extra blade if you're willing. Queen Irene issued a decree to open the borders of Somerset and allow outsiders to have access to the island.
Sounds pretty standard, on par with who Queen Irene is. Nothing too terrible.
That's what Raz said. Rumors reached the Queen.
Of course.
So this one made the journey and was immediately attacked by strange creatures. Raz doesn't think the 2 are related, but if you could ask some questions, check on the newcomers, that would help.
Well, that's questions.
While you ask questions around, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing. Let's meet near the entrance to Shimmerin when you have something to report.
And you tell me about Tweedledum and Tweedledummer there?
Raz never saw such monsters in his life. They appear related to water, but this one tends to avoid this stuff. That pearl, though, Raz swears it was calling those creatures. A mystery for another time, perhaps. Now, we need to see to the newcomers.
Anyone specific you want me to talk to regarding the decree?
As a matter of fact, Raz made a list. Old Newell, a high elf artisan, spoke out. See what she complained about. Then there's Soxolza, a persecuted Argonian newcomer. Finally, Ranuel, a city resident noted in the Divine Prosecution's observation log.
What did Old Noel speak out about, and where can I find her?
Old Newell complained about it. No. Raz doesn't want to prejudice your investigation.
Complaining.
You will find out when you talk to her. The artists like to gather shells along the eastern coast. She uses them to make paints and dyes.
Okay. And, Renewal doesn't sound like a high elf name.
True. Not enough syllables. Ranuel's a Redguard, whose family has lived in Shimmerin for generations. He's a well-respected trader, with a few warehouses along the docks. Talk to him before the Divine Prosecution decides to arrest him.
Divine Prosecution.
The Divine Prosecution serves as lawkeepers and protectors of social standards. Very persnickety. When rules are broken, they record it in their observation logs. If your name winds up on their list, things get complicated.
I'm assuming that's why Salt Souls is being persecuted.
Something to do with monks and newcomer registration. Raz is looking into that. Last I heard, Soxolza was seen leaving the city and heading west. Probably trying to reach the water.
That's what
Nothing
I
at
do.
all. Unless you think they came to Somerset because of the Queen's decree. No, that would be ridiculous. Let's not lose focus. Just see what Olnuel, Soksolza, and Ranul have to say about newcomers and the mood in Shimmer.
What do you expect me to learn?
We need to confirm these rumors or else put an end to them. Everyone should be pleased with the Queen's decree. Opening the border shows progress, yes? However, if any of her loyal subjects reject progress, well, Raz needs to know that too.
Alright, I'll go have a chat.
Ask questions around the city. Raz can take care of some other business.
Anything I should know?
Raz knows very little about city order, how to tell the difference between mead and ale, so let's avoid those topics, yes? Otherwise, this one knows all about the Queen's decree and the initial reaction of the nobles and king lady.
Tell me about the Queen's decree.
Queen Irene, her most excellent leader of the Aldmeri Dominion, has issued a decree opening the once forbidden land of Somerset to traders, visitors, and immigrants of all races. Controversial, yes, but part of her plan for the Dominion's future.
And that's a problem
For
because...
some, High Elves talk of perfection, but they are a complicated people. Various individuals in Somerset take issue with their queen, with change of any sort, actually. The king lady, for example. Some nobles. Makes my job complicated.
There's always a kin lady. There's always a kin lady involved, and some nobles.
King Lady Avenice has made her views on the Queen's decree quite clear. She calls it unreasonable, dangerous. A few of the city's nobles have sided with the King Lady, as has the new Oldark at the monastery. My queen permits discussion, to a point.
So the kin lady opposes the Queen's decree.
She has spoken against it. Now Raz needs to know how far she will go to defy the will of the Queen.
Alright, let's get talking here, I suppose. We'll be talking to Old Noel first. Ugh.
Go find your own patch of beach. Not that you'd understand the concept, but the path to Alaxon requires dedication and complete concentration. I must find the perfect shells, or my pigments will be substandard. And do you know what that will do to my art? Exactly.
What's the path to Alaxon?
An ultimate concept practiced widely here in Somerset. Alaxon is the state of perfection that every high elf strives for. The path to Alaxon represents the approach we take to achieve that state. Now, why have you interrupted my work?
Well, I wanted to hear a bit more about the complaints that you've made so far in Shimmerine here. We're just following up on those.
I believe in caution as much as the next high elf, but sometimes the rules get in the way of common sense. My apprentice lived here for more than a year. Good help is so hard to find, especially among the newcomers. And she was adept at making dyes.
What happened to your apprentice?
They took her away. Said they had to scrutinize her qualifications, test her knowledge of culture and etiquette. But I haven't seen her since. My work suffers, so of course I complained to the monks. Now I have to gather my own shells.
Did the monks offer any explanation as to where she was, or when she'd be returned to you?
They told me I could fill out some forms and appeal to the kin lady. But who has time for such bureaucracy? And for a wood elf? I've said too much. I have work to do, and all this aggravation has diverted my path to Alaxon.
I'll allow you to get back on the path then.
Perfection requires constant vigilance, so back to it.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
Well... Group 6 Solza. Gmot. Somerset is not the wondrous paradise the heralds proclaimed it to be. Despite the fine words in the Queen's decree, the High Elves want nothing to do with outsiders. They treat the newcomers worse than a mud flea on a guar. As soon as I stepped off the boat, the priest from the monastery collected me for some sort of cultural assessment. To assess my understanding of societal rules and regulations, however, no one actually asked me any questions. They locked me in a cell somewhere in the bowels of the monastery along with other newcomers up to the island. Something about the whole affair felt wrong to me, like warm water in an otherwise cool stream. When I heard one of the monks give thanks for the Daedric prayer, I knew I had to get out of there. I used the talents I learned from associates who may or may not have belonged to the Thieves Guild, I know you disapprove of my friends, and slipped out of the cell and away from the monastery. In the morning, I plan to head to Eleanor. Hopefully I can secure passage back to Murkmire there. Frankly, at this point, any destination would be preferable to here. Solza. Oh dear. Let's have a chat with Ranul. There we go. To Ranul.
I was once
A newcomer in the warehouse district. Unusual. But how can I help you today, my friend?
I was wondering how your name ended up in a divine prosecution observation board.
The Divine? Who told you that? If a justiciar sent you to try and trick me into confessing... No. The High Elves would never send a newcomer to perform such a task. But I admit it. I made my thoughts known.
And what were the thoughts, if you don't mind me
I
asking?
arranged to bring my cousin here to work with me. The ship arrived, but all the newcomers were carted away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady and anyone else who would listen. And what has it gotten me? Nothing!
You're not a high elf. You lived in Somerset very long?
Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help.
You like living in Somerset?
Somerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children, but they have never been hostile. The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I couldn't live in a place that treated you like a child sometimes. Especially if there was no reason. Down and around the corner to Raz.
This is unheard of. Why have you closed the monastery?
Good people, I hear your concerns.
But the workers I hired, they were aboard the ship from Rivenspire.
The Kin Lady and I, we have only your best interests in mind. Every guest must be sequestered while we ascertain their suitability for Altmer society.
The Old Dark's right! Lock up the newcomers!
Send the newcomers back where they came from. We don't want them here.
Such anger. Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects. The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Did you learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to?
Well, the artist assistant and the Red Guard's cousin are both in sequester.
Sequestered? Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but Old Newell's assistant has lived on Somerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Soxolza have to say?
Soxolza was dead by the time I reached him. I found this letter in his pack.
Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the Kin Lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery.
I'll help
Raz
you
admires your
investigate it.
enthusiasm, but this one needs you to...
Enter the monastery of Serene Harmony.
You there! I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
Said
Okay.
Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... you say I won some gold?
Mm-hmm. Well, a list of sequestered guests, a bunch of shit around. A rejection of open borders, how the Yokuns chase the stars. Agreed, city. The Kin Lady's letter. My dear Alcar Telekar. I'm so glad you suggested transferring to our beloved monastery. I was happy to use my influence to make that happen, especially after that insightful discussion we had concerning Peanut's radical and frankly dangerous decree. I look forward to working with you to make sure Severine and indeed all the Somerset remain safe and secure. Your plan is to sequester newcomers in order to test their suitability for residency. Chivalry is a stroke of genius. Determine who has the ability and temperament to become productive members of our society and who does not allow us to spot troublemakers. Unlike a day's local transients before any damage is done, it isn't a perfect solution, but it will suffice until we can urge the unforeseen pain to receive this order and send all the Nebera, the unwelcome, back to where they came from. Send me a list of candidates you deem acceptable for life in Somerset. I'm sure Proximate and I really will appreciate having documentation concerning who we created to stay and who we sent away. I keep saying that Somerset is safe for safe, but I'll Ordon deal with the other races. After all, our beloved queen spends all her time there anyway. Harassing with cats and wood elves, I'm sure she loved more company. Japanese. So she is a bigoted kid. Monastic Newell Rose.
No, not now, please. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why do you... Aldork... The Old Orc, the monastery should be a...
Why are you here?
Because I can, bitch.
Are you lost? You can't be in here.
What elves? 4 males, 3 females, all claim to be Dominion citizens. One says she's lived in Somerset for more than a year and moved to preparation cells. Khajiit, 7 males, 9 females, all claim to be Dominion citizens. Send half to the preparation cells, the other half to holding cells. Argonians, 4 gender inclusive, you can tell with my swimmers. Moved to preparation cells for immediate siphoning. Bretons, 1 male, 2 females, claim to be traitors from my rest, or did they say Daggerfall? Doesn't even matter. Why am I writing all this down? What does the new All-Dark plan to do with this information placed in holding cells? Red Guards, 2 males, 4 females, all arrived on a ship from Hammerfell. One said he was sent for by Runwell the traitor, sent half to holding and half to preparation. Nords, 1 male, claims to be part of something called the Nord Cultural Exchange, send to holding. Oh, fuck. Riggert! Is it a jam? Oh, crap.
Unusual knick-knack for an All-Dark's office, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Who
I
are you?
noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
And what purpose would that be?
The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either.
I saw a pearl like that. There were strange creatures nearby.
Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss cure. The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods.
What else could be going on
That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldark.
Let's meet you down in the Undercroft.
I wonder where the Aldark acquired it. Probably not important. I'll meet you in the Undercroft, and we can see what's going on with the Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages. These people did nothing to deserve such treatment.
Thank the Divines! You aren't one
alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the Divines! It's a night the monks get.
Is that a scoffin?
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
A Daedra. Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious.
A dead scoffin in a monastery devoted to the Eighth.
An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. Then I suggest we pick up... I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
Let's find the missing prisoners.
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear, your turn will come.
I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures. The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell. Come on, let's talk outside.
Undercroft Labyrinth. There we go.
Those poor people. This wasn't just... The Sijic Order is
All
an
right.
ancient
Working with the Queen's Let's escape the Undercroft. Okay. Now we book it out of here. Dano. Woo! That puts us here at...
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
At the Anchor's Way Inn. Ooh.
We'll drink over here.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
Well, the people that were sequestered were killed in the Paradadric ritual. Found this letter, too.
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the... Accuse? Not exactly. Raz... There was a Kinley... Go on.
Alright. There we go. While we're here, let's get started by flipping around to...
Yes? The Kinley.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with Aldark T'Kala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
How bold. You really...
Alright.
That's a serious... I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well.
Let's go ahead and do that. Head upstairs and have a chat with the kid.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a... No, I refuse to deal with one of the... such in...
Alright.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Down the stairs and over here.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the other. Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she is not a murderer. This new Aldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerine.
I overheard the Kennedy say they were going to meet at the Coral Forest.
The Coral Forest? A strange meet.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Aldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valcerin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
What do you want?
Doop-a-doo. Coral Forest is to the south.
One of Somerset's more unique based on what we
Murder! That wasn't part of the plan, Aldark!
You know nothing of the plan, you fool. Let me give you a taste of what the Prince of Bargains has
I'll
in
go
store
after the
for
kin
this.
lady. You deal
Come,
with the
Nebara. Let me show you the power beast. Yagra, destroy these fools.
Well, let's go ahead and have a talk.
Razumdar apprehended the kin lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Aldok Tilkalar? Did he escape?
He did! I already mentioned the Prince of Bargains.
I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually in Aldok. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargains' Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more.
You think you can learn something from it?
You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Rightmaster Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Who's Rightmaster Ikesis?
The Rightmaster leads the Sijic Order from Kapora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location.
I'll have a talk. Go to Artaeum and have a chat with the Rightmaster after I check in with Razumdar.
One more adjustment and there! You are now attuned. Find me on Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
And now we have a chat with Raz.
Ah, Five Claw. The Kin Lady and Raz had the most illuminating conversation.
You can't treat me like some sort of criminal, you horrid creature.
Queen Irene will be disappointed that the Kin Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Aldark to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes?
Indeed. The Aldark called upon the Prince of Bargains before I slew him.
The Prince of Bargains? That could only be Clavicus Vial. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Sijic Sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks.
She went back to Artaeum, but invited me to come speak to their Rightmaster.
The Sijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Razumdar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes?
Well, Valstrin said the Order would try to find out about the Aldark and the Abyssal Pearls.
Then you must go to Artaeum and discover what the Sijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about...
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it.
Well, how did you get involved with Aldark Tilkalar, Kin Lady Karen Abenise?
I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Somerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice.
So you knew you planned to kill the newcomers.
What a hateful accusation. Tilkala told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How crude.
And do all the monks of the monastery worship Daedra?
I certainly hope not. We'll have to get the Divine Prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilkala brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the proxy queen.
That would be probably for the best here. You might want to get some lipstick here. There we go. We are here. We should probably be over there. Preferably without annoying people. Ugh. "11 forces? "11 forces? 7 dranks." About the only time I'll be using the Keep of the 11 Forces.
And there was no sign of Lathan. I don't know whether to be grateful or concerned.
We'll find him, Val. Now go check on the Pearl while I speak to our new guest. What a rare honor Valcerin bestowed upon you. Only a select few not of our order have ever walked upon this sacred island. Val tells me your aid was indispensable in uncovering the false Aldoc's plot on Somerset.
We discovered the newcomers to Somerset and we murdered power of the Sultan.
Unfortunate, certainly. The magic you describe sounds familiar, though I can't quite recall where I've heard of it before. I fear the pearls may be a harbinger of the threat Sotha Seal warned us about.
Sotha Seal?
Sotha Seal, one of the living gods of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He's an honorary member of our order. After an attack on his Clockwork City, he warned us about a Daedric threat to Somerset and Artaeum. I sent Valcerin to investigate.
Is there anything more I can do to help?
Indeed. But not until we finish studying the pearl Valcerin brought us. There are mysteries to unravel.
Gotta clear some shit out. Oh, fun. LMNOPQR. Okay, we can't use that yet.
Strange magic. Indeed. But not... The next step involves a thorough exam... While I head...
Alrighty then. Well... we are here.
Friend! You seek to sell on a...
Have need of a zabi?
Never thought to lay eyes on this place. In truth, I wasn't even sure it existed.
There we go. Inventory management, you gotta love it. I'm gonna take a break. Great! I'm back, folks. I'm back. That would have been bad. Kapora Tower! Boom. And then portal to Sotha Seal Study, where you meet Oriandra.
You must be the adventurer that Valcerin was going on about. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our secret island. Oh, I suppose you already talked to the Rite Master, seeing as you're here in Kapora Tower.
You sent me to get an amplification elixir for a ritual that connect.
That strange pearl has certainly been reluctant to reveal its secrets. What? No, not in the traditional sense. As soon as the pearl arrived via Valcerin's transference spell, the Rite Master gathered the Conclave to prepare an augury ritual. I'm the Rite Master's acolyte. I have other despite opinions to the contrary, being an Altmer isn't a prerequisite for membership in the Psijic Order. The Rite Master noticed my potential and invited me to join. I had a year to consider the offer, but I made my decision immediately. I'm not allowed to reveal where you are or how our magic works, other than to tell you that you have arrived upon the fabled island of the Psijic Order, Artaeum. I could say we have our ways and leave it at that, but you deserve a better explanation. The Rite Master sends Psijics back to the world to perform tasks and gather information. Plus, we have powerful scribes. I was examining the vial of amplification elixir myself just a short time ago.
We talk to the Rite Master.
Was Oriandra able to direct you to the proper elixir? Without something to amplify the magic,
Here we
just
go.
in time. For the next stage, we'll handle the magic.
All right.
Pour the elixir into the pool. That should provide the final boost we need to trigger the augury.
Pour!
Here we stand, the most favored servants of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal, on the verge of the greatest victory for our princes.
Are you sure those creatures can be trusted?
Have no fear. Isn't that why we formed the Court of Bedlam? Besides, what happens next in Relenthiel will seal Somerset's fate.
That was unnerving. It seems the false Aldark belonged to an alliance of Daedric cultists called the Court of Bedlam. Imagine, the faithful of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal working together. This is more serious than I anticipated.
3 for the price of 1. Have you heard of the Court of Bedlam at all?
No, but I'm hardly an expert on the Daedric cults of Tamriel. The magic I sensed in the pearl, though, it doesn't contain the taint of oblivion. We're missing something, but what? I suppose we'll need to find out what's going on in Relenthiel. I hope you'd say that. Relenthiel sits to the west of Shimmerine, just across the mountains. I'll send Valcerin with you to talk to the cannibal. The false Aldark may be dead. I may not be a natural prognostic. From what I've... Very little, I'm afraid. The last time... The augury ritual extracted a vision of the false Aldark.
Oh, let's go. We traveled to Relenthiel. Zip. There we go. We plop in at Satarn Keep and work from there.
Put the book away, Paragon. You're sucking the fun out of this whole affair.
Drat! Which one could he possibly be?
Ah, this one has been looking for you. Raz's investigations have brought him to Relenthal. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum?
They belong to the court of Bedlam.
This one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed cheat, you. What brings such a group to Relenthal?
We're investigating reports of unusual occurrences here.
Investigating? For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared.
Do you think that all 3 of those are related
What
somehow?
are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. I can't understand why they're fascinated with the sinkhole, but that doesn't make them criminals.
Any objection to us investigating the sinkhole? Just to rule out any Daedric influence.
It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior to the Queen's decree. If you want to investigate, I won't try to stop you. And if anything happens, maybe it will teach my son to avoid the place.
Well, I'll let you know if we find anything to be
Raz
concerned
wants
about.
to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijic and go investigate the sinkhole.
The sinkhole of Relenthal.
Dawnbreaker, open the way! Oh, come on! Stupid Daedric interference! I'll be back!
I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
The Relenthal sinkhole. Welcome.
Nadoril's mad! He attacked Eldon, and one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood!
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. Yes,
Oh,
well, let's
right.
be honest. It's certainly... The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots and catch up with you. More of those Yagra creatures. Be careful. almost as if someone dug up through the island. I'll teleport closer to the central area and meet you there.
Someone there! Help! Crazy bastard stabbed me!
Tell me what
It's
happened.
just kind of fun. Joining the court of Bedlam. When we heard...
Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even deal with our unworthy queen.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see. You see that, right? A vast, dangerous species. Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. The Slode are a godless people. Perhaps the most hated in Tamriel. And the Sea Slode are even worse.
The Sea Slode.
They employ depraved magic and have long coveted Somerset. They believe it once belonged to them. They pillage, release plagues. The hooded figure could be a member of this so-called Court of Bedlam. At this point, nothing would surprise me. That Slode has me worried, though. They could certainly have a connection to the Sea Slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here. Look how the Yagra are drawn to them. I'll head for the Sea Slode. You deal with those abyss...
Master! Intruders in the cave!
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
Over there. This way. We're almost there. This way! Up here! Damn! No sign of where the Sea Slode disappeared to. Damn it! For the time.
All right.
The Sea Slode left us something to remember it by. We need to dispatch that creature. Over there.
at the back.
Hurry, this... Somehow Raz knew he'd fight you.
Sea slodes. This is worse than the Right Master imagined. Meet me in Artane after you talk to the Queen's Eye.
Did the pretty Sijik say sea slode? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said.
The Sea Slode Couture is working with the Court of Bedlam, including the Canon Reeves' son.
Slode? That's bad. And sea slode? That sounds even worse. If the sea slode threatens Somerset, Queen Irene must be informed. We need to act. Wait. What did you say about the Canon Reeves' son?
Joining the Court of Bedlam, he killed a fellow initiate and was working with the Slode.
Daedra worshippers. In Somerset. And Slode. Oh.
I'll meet you there.
The Eye of the Queen? How dare you accuse my son of treason? The Queen's Eye. How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words.
Netherill's more than a fool. He killed a high elf and is working with the Sea Slode.
Sea Slode? Plus all this nonsense about Altma's superiority, and now murder? I am the Canon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions?
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Oh, Nadoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's Eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without... Oh, here comes Nadoril now.
Your son's got a lot to answer for, can't he?
I have a lot to answer for? The Court of Bedlam is going to turn me into a god.
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Altma, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Nadoril! No! No! I understand. Relenthil is loyal to the Queen.
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This one is sorry you had to witness that.
You should have arrested Neverill, even for executing him later, rather than just executing him.
Blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Raz decided that a message had to be sent. Enemies of the Queen will not be tolerated.
I've rarely seen you this serious.
Treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks forward to it. No. Raz will see to the Canon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Artaeum and let the Siegiks know what we learned.
Ooh.
I bet the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about Irene.
There we go. Artaeum. Let's head back to Artaeum, I suppose. What looks like a some type of dome-shaped structure here. Kapora Tower in the middle of it. Talk to our right master.
Valseren, I have a proposal for you.
Ah, friend of Valseren. I've been informed that you encountered a sea sload in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel. That bodes ill for Somerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead.
Sea sload called itself Katora.
I'm familiar with that particular sea sload and its renegades. Call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valseren mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole.
Well, they used abyssal pearls to summon Yagra to attack Relenthiel.
Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Katora utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into.
Why would the Daedric princes require the aid of the sea slope?
The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal
Alright.
The augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam, and pointed meet me in the main gallery.
Right, Master. The Abyssal Pearl. It's gone.
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
How could the Abyssal... A few hours... Yes. Yes, that's... Go ahead.
Right.
See what the scrying pool reveals. There's something happening on the beach.
It's the Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
The Pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Wait, is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern. The scrying pool, the sea... That's a mystery.
Follow the right, Master. I'll portal myself and meet you there.
Word. The vision showed us the Dawnbreaker. I'm almost positive.
Stretch. And... break time. getting back. The more I think, the more I realize I'm glad lightsabers don't really exist. Like, actual cut through shit lightsabers. Humanity would be total assholes with them. Like, dicks drawn everywhere. Like, and yes, I know there's a video for this. I am not unaware, and in fact, that's the point I'm making.
Let me accompany you.
You need to rally the others. Your friend and I should be able to handle this.
Let's see. So, we go through the Sidgwick College? We go through these ruins here, because why the fuck not?
This section of the old college. Hurry, this way. Before we charge into certain danger, you need to... That's just it. The vague Very good.
Alright, let's go ahead and deal with this pearl. If this is the most annoying pearl necklace I've ever had to deal with.
There's the pearl. Destroy it and close that portal. Now let's go check on the vaults.
Oh, fuck me.
This way, hurry!
There we go. The relic vaults.
These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual. The
He's here.
or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard.
Is there a particular relic that is?
I can think of a number of likely candidates, including a few relics we believe originated in the ancient sea-sloped kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the central rotunda and begin our search there.
Lead the way.
Mephalah's Daedra! They sealed the chamber. We'll need to go through them.
I sealed this place, mortal flea! And out!
The barrier barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda.
Another Daedric intrusion? My apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mathala's webs? Oh, I hate those things! Allow me. Damn it! He found me again! I'll return when I can!
A champion of Meridia? At least he was helpful.
To the central rotunda.
Keturah? I killed you. I remember our battle as clear as day.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine. Back one! This does not concern the likes of you.
Out here, quickly. We need to hurry if we're going to help the Right Master.
Okay.
It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can counteract Keturah is using the power of the orbs of Barakandrel to enhance his mind magic and lock the Right Master
What are
in
the
ancient
words?
implement. 3 match take this ward.
Alright, let's go ahead and find the old war staff.
Your mind is my mind, Aegetus. Reveal your memories to me. You can't resist forever. The heart of transparent law will be mine.
Oh, fuck. we go. Into the rotunda again.
We're running out of... Excellent. Katora's... Touch the Ulva staff and enter the mindscape.
You dare enter my domain?
Vanquish the Guardians to reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Katora and learn something at the same time.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Whoa.
Yes, yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The right master is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Katora.
Really?
I lured you here for one purpose, worm.
Your abyssal cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Sigigor.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
No!
Let's get going.
Repeat my words, worm. Tell me what you must do.
I will enter the Crystal Tower. I will take the heart of transparent law.
Yes. Yes. Hide it away until I call for you to give it to me. Not even the princes must know where it is.
Hide the heart.
My memory shields! You destroyed them!
Yeah, I'm about to destroy a whole lot more.
Insignificance.
No, thank you. Feel the weight of my fucking dick on your forehead, sluggo.
I'm taking the Right Master back to his study. You need to get out of there.
Use the staff and yourself out of the mindscape before the guy goes brain dead. So the seal.
Interesting. I haven't dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement.
Where are Valcerin and the Right Master, so the seal?
Valcerin took the Right Master to Kapora Tower to minister to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valcerin open a path out of the Slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed?
Tora made a deal with Daedric princes and altered the Right Master's memories.
Yes, I surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Right Master.
Tora wanted to know where the Right Master hid something called the Heart of Transparent Law.
That revelation disturbs me. I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric Triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot. Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Kapora and see how the Right Master is faring.
Alright. Let's do that. I'll exit the vaults. Cargo entrance. And then the upper ruins. Oh yeah. Now we're here. And now we're here. It's just a matter of eating ourselves into the talk to the Right Master.
I shall travel to Lillandril immediately.
I owe you a debt
right.
of gratitude, friend of Valcerin. What the two of you did to help me, that was a step beyond. Thank you. And it seems Kapora tricked me in the past. Made me remember a victory I never won. The Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Somerset.
Right.
Transparent law, a crystal at the... Yes. A smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger crystal. If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, you helped me remember my true encounter with Kapora and his abyssal cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago. Perhaps the Sigic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. The Sapiarchs are Somerset's foremost scholars. I sent my action. Well, we have never been... No. Queen Iren's regent while she's away. Proxy Queen Alwyn Arwe oversees the Sapiarchs are the sages. The Sapiarchs serve as the... No. I doubt Katora's magic could reach to Artaeum once I removed... I sent Valcerin to Lillandril to scout the area around the College of Sapiarchs. She'll meet you there once you get the Proxy Queen's permission. As for Oriana, Queen Iren's regent while she's away. Proxy Queen Alwyn oversees the governance of Somerset from the royal palace in Alinor. The Crystal Tower is a manifestation of ancient and powerful magic, the kind that make me wary of allowing either the Sea Slode or...
Before the main gallery, we gotta head over to the royal palace in Alinor. Well... Thankfully, I put in the work in for Alinor. That is the good news. Now for the bad. But that's not the only place where we gotta hop off to. Alright. Up the stairs and straight.
As I have said, the Proxy Queen is unable to hold an audience with petitioners at this time. There are other affairs that require her attention.
Well. Fabled Throne of Al... The Fabled Throne of Alinor.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace?
You're right, Master. The Citric Order sent me to get your permission to enter the College.
The Citric Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect to visit her. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter.
Crystal Tower is in danger. The Great Master sent me to warn the Sapiarchs.
This involved the business that Razumdar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Citric Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college.
Is there anything I should know about the College of Sapiarchs?
The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle? Why, by all means. Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. Mike, and we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Archaeology.
Alright.
How can the niggard negotiate peace if stupid high elves won't talk to him?
There we go. Always take that opportunity. You can heal up and recharge. There we go. We will truck off there starting at 8 o'clock. Until then, let's go ahead and step away from the Way Shrine first. Then switch over to my main. So, we are a bit to do this. Meanwhile,
Get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Now, let's go ahead and get ourselves some stuff. I know what you're thinking. Hiya, Republic, why the fuck are you doing this? Three words. Exemplary, Nernhoned item. Those things are about as rare as a freaking honest magistrate. So yeah. Well, there we go. 24 sanded you. $40 rubidite ingot. Chicken breast and a bog iron tail. Those are done. Let's go. Doop. 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 And then free cornflower, eh?
Oh, good! I didn't want to walk.
Yeah! Yeah!
You looking for great goods at a...
let's go ahead and Medium belt, iron hound.
For a place called Blackwood, you'd be...
There we go. Up through there, just make through the probably. And go. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek around. We'll go ahead and head to the Stitches.
This place stinks.
There we go. This all the way to the stitches, and you will go far. You're in stand, practically east of the Way Shrine.
Yes! Are we going to race?
Yeah.
Lush Ancestor Silk, along with some saltwater bait on occasion. And let's see, anything in particular I'd like to try to grab next? Since we don't have any enchanting surveys. We're gonna go ahead and head back to Blackwood and put ourselves in the park, I believe. There we go. Back from Corn Stand, Blackwood. Alrighty then. I'll be ignoring that for the moment. What I need to do here is... yeah! Try not to choke on myself. But hopefully let you know that we'll be getting a good chunk of the way through the next bit for the Sigic Order in Somerset. And then the next bit comes, which is Elsewhere. Elsewhere is an interesting pickle. And then you follow it up with Dragon Guard. And follow on and follow on and follow on.
My favorite adventuring buddy. What's going on?
Oh, right, I gotta get another companion ring if I got one. Do I have a companion ring?
What elves accuse me of snobbery because I shirk some of our customs? Ridiculous.
What the? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to have a little talk. I think my... Did the companions' chouses end up changing or something? And I didn't know. Okay. There we go. I am definitely going to have to get... Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's very better. Yeah. So many choices. Choices. You know, I can't really figure out what else to do other than to just find some at auction or something. But I'm kind of stuck with the whole companion armor thing. Oh well! That is a story for another time, folks! It's now past 3, so let's go ahead and wrap things up, folks. From yours truly here, as well as from Twitch. Do take care of yourselves out there, folks. We are all in this together. And have a wonderful rest of your day here. We'll see you all at 8 o'clock tonight with more Elder Scrolls Online. For those of you who are not on Twitch, sayonara for now. Those of you that are, however, who gets the raid? Who gets the raid? Oh, heck yes, who gets the raid? We'll drop in on Officially Iffy, folks. We're doing ESO as well. And we'll be doing so right now. See you, folks.